Hello there and welcome to Match of the Week. It's mid-February and that means we're getting ever closer to a really exciting nationwide conference championship run-in. Kettering Town and Royston and Diamonds of course are still both very much in the hunt for honours this season, and today both of them need 3 points, that's without question. Here at Agborough, Royston and Diamonds take on Kidderminster Harriers and that is tonight's second game, but first we go over to Rockingham Road where Kettering Town are facing Telford Utd.
Yes, here at Rockingham Road, it's Kettering against Telford. It's a very important game for Kettering. They've lost their last 2 home games, of course, and they really have got to get back on the winning trail this afternoon. 3 points, absolutely vital if their championship challenge is being maintained. Those young fans are obviously excited about it, but it'll be no easy battle against Telford. They're in the bottom reaches of the conference. They're not quite in the relegation zone, but they're not far off, and they'll be desperate to try and get some points themselves. Manager Peter Morris is glad to have Lee Hudson back after a one-match ban. Mark Hone on the substitutes bench. It means that Craig Norman will play alongside Paul Cox and Colin Vowden. And Phil Eastwood, the substitute, he's the new signing on loan from Burnley. It'll be interesting to see how he gets on. Telford, for their part, field Scott Huckerby. He's the brother of the more famous Darren Huckerby of Coventry City, but a good player in his own right. And young Alex Blanchard, we can see there, he's today's mascot. It's always a treat for these youngsters to have the opportunity to be amongst their players. He was 10 years old on Friday, and he's as chuffed as anything. Look, he's got the coin from the referee. What a lovely little cameo shot that was. But we're down to the serious business now with Kettering having to perform far better than they did last week against Dover. As I was saying, it won't be an easy battle against Telford, but really if Kettering can't beat sides like this, then they can't really pretend to be championship contenders. It's Kettering though with the first touch. Paul Rayner there knocking the ball forward up into the sun. It's a lovely bright day here at Rockingham Road. Sun shining brightly and quite warm as well. But that really has nothing to do with the match in hand, and both sides in these early moments just trying to settle down. Here's Matt Fisher trying to work something. He's adjudged to be fouled, and that gives Kettering a free kick. It's Craig Norman knocking the ball forward towards the penalty area. There's Hudson, but Martin Matthews still trying to create something, but Lee Fowler for Telford getting the ball away. Poppies still exerting some pressure though. Paul Rayner there, and there's Phil Brown at the far post, but he wasn't able quite to connect with that. A nice little move from Kettering. Paul Rayner creating a half chance for Phil Brown at least, but it comes to nothing, and the Poppies having to regroup and rebuild. It's Craig Norman knocking the ball forward again. That was a good ball for McNamara. He looked to be held a little bit there, but the referee saw nothing wrong with it, and the ball cleared by Stuart Corns deep into Britannia Road. Throwing though for Kettering, it's McNamara again, playing it close to Carl Adams. It's all a little bit tight, but McNamara making some space, crossing the ball in. There's a flick on there from Lee Hudson, and that goes just over the bar. He's started very well, Lee Hudson, after missing last week's game. We can see here, good cross in from McNamara, and it's a good flicked header from Hudson just over the bar. Dean Williams in the Telford goal, not having to do anything other than watch it go over, but it's Kettering coming forward again. It's Hudson this time trying to create something. The ball knocked in and cleared away, but the Poppies certainly having the better of these opening exchanges. Telford finding it difficult to get out of their own half. McNamara again on that left-hand side, playing the ball back to Craig Norman. Craig Norman crossing deep into the area. That was Fisher, and there's Matthews. Oh, not able quite to get his shot in, but he was forced a very good save from Dean Williams, the Telford goalkeeper there. Another good chance for Kettering. That was a good cross in by Craig Norman. You see Matt Fisher just getting a touch, and there's Matthews not able to get the ball quite under control, and Williams able to save. But it's a Kettering corner. Paul Rayner knocking the ball over. It's knocked away to Craig Norman. Shots deflected by Colin Vowden, and there it is into the back of the net to give Kettering the lead. 7 minutes gone, and that's just what Kettering needed. An early goal. We can see Rayner with the corner. It's knocked away by the Telford defence, but only to Craig Norman. Terrific volley from him, and then just a flick from Colin Vowden. I'm not sure whether he knew where the ball was going, but it doesn't matter because it ended up in the back of the net, and that gives Kettering the lead, which on the opening minutes play they certainly deserve, and that will do their confidence no end of good. They had gone 2 games at home without scoring a goal. It was so important for them to get that opening goal, and to get it early even better. Now, can they go on from this? Can the confidence grow? Well, it's the signs are there. There's Craig Norman knocking the ball forward again. Martin Matthews again, but the referee's whistle goes, and that's a free kick for Telford. Those Telford fans have travelled down from Shropshire. They won't be very happy with what they're seeing at this stage, but the vast majority of the people at this afternoon's game will be more than happy. Here's Matt Fisher now, playing the ball forward to Matt Namara. He's come onto this right hand side. Now what can he do? He tries and gets a cross in, and that's Fowler there. And a timely interception under pressure from Lee Hudson. Good stuff this from Kettering. It's another corner. Carl Adams this time knocking the ball in there, but it's headed away only as far as Adams again. He crosses in there. There's a flick header, and Lee Hudson at the far post with his diving header, but he got no power on that, and straight at Dean Williams. So no problems for the Telford keeper there, but sustained pressure from Kettering, and surely some more goals must come. There's Telford now, though, trying to create something. They've had very few opportunities, and it's Kettering coming away again. There's McNamara. Hudson back to McNamara. Has he got the legs here? Yes, he has. He crosses the ball. Martin Matthews steaming in from the right-hand side, but the cross too far in front of him, and that goes out for a goal kick. But another good move. Good work between Hudson and McNamara to create that opening. And this is much more encouraging from Kettering after 2 disappointing performances in the last fortnight. Phil Brown now trying to do something, gets a second chance, knocks it forward to Hudson in the area, but it has to come away. Well, that's a nice little chip ball into Carl Adams, and a shot coming in there from Phil Brown, but comfortably saved again by Williams. But it's all Kettering at the minute, and Peter Morris must be much happier with his team's performance this afternoon. Telford finding it very difficult to create anything at all. There's Marcus Jones knocking the ball forward fairly aimlessly, and it goes out for a throw-in. Quickly taken by Matthews. He's looking for Hudson, and Hudson clattered more mightily by Lee Fowler. I'm sure that's going to lead to Mr. Fowler's name in the referee's notebook, and well, on the face of it, deservedly so. 15 minutes gone. It's Kettering 1, Telford 0, and it's been all Kettering so far. Telford, though, knocking the ball forward, but not able to create anything, and it's Colin Vowden to restore the pressure for Kettering. Good football this by Kettering. Nice turn by McNamara, but his cross blocked there. And just a little bit of shenanigans going on between McNamara and the Telford defender, but it's Kettering again. There's Carl Adams for a distance. Well, that was high and wide, but not that far away, and Carl Adams hasn't scored many goals this season for Kettering. Anxious to get his name on the score sheet if he can. He'll have a go from that sort of distance anytime you like. Here he is now, using that left foot to try and create more panic in the Telford penalty area, but the ball coming away, knocked in again by Craig Norman. Greg Fee going up there, the ex-Poppy player, and Telford having great difficulty getting the ball away, but they do now. There's a chase on, and Adam Solid quickly out, heading the ball away like a good central defender. He has to get back in goal quickly. It's a moment of Telford attack. We haven't seen too many. Here's Fitzpatrick, and Fowler on the overlap, crossing the ball to the far post, and there's number 2 Carl McCauley coming in with a header, but cleared away by Kettering, and Telford in a little bright spell for them just at the minute. This corner's knocking the ball forward again. Colin Vowden strong in the air though, and here's Paul Cox able to clear the ball to Hudson. Hudson flicking to McNamara, and here's Hudson again. Hudson still with the ball, 3 defenders all round him, but he's still going and still going. And then to Matt Fisher, but Matt Fisher bundled off the ball. Williams knocking it away from the feet of Phil Brown. Terrific stuff from Lee Hudson there. Phil Brown still with the ball, he knocks it in to Fisher. And Fisher couldn't get his cross in, and the ball knocked away for a Kettering corner. But terrific stuff there from Lee Hudson. He's playing like a man possessed. Rayner with the corner. There's Hudson again in the 6-yard box, and that was a glorious opportunity for him, but unfortunately the ball going over the bar, he wasn't quite able to get over that, heading it up instead of goalwards. Terrific opportunity, and he'll be desperately disappointed that he missed out on that. But it's Telford's turn now to mount some pressure, but Carl Adams, cool as you like there, knocking the ball away to Phil Brown, but Telford getting there first, and Phil Brown conceding a free kick. That was Marcus Jones. He gets the ball in play. Here's Fitzpatrick knocking the ball into Murphy. Cross comes in and knocked away again. And Kettering coming forward, but Fowler for Telford clearing the ball. Paul Cox in space now. Oh, that's a good ball from Paul Cox, well cut out there by Greg Fee. Greg Fee, of course, an ex-Poppy player, one-time favourite here at Rockingham Road, now applying his trade at Telford. Very experienced player indeed. Martin Matthews with the throw in, and there's Hudson. Surely he's held, but he gets the ball back. Here's McNamara, great chance for McNamara. Oh dear, he was too slow with his shot there. Couldn't get the ball under control. That was a terrific work again from Lee Hudson. Looked to be held back, and if he'd gone to ground, well, perhaps the referee might have considered a penalty. As it was, McNamara really should have buried that chance. But Kettering still holding on to this lead. It's a well-deserved lead at this stage. There's Paul Rayner's got a knock in the face, but the referee allowing play to go on. Strong tackle by Craig Norman. And here's Huckabee down the right-hand side, playing it in Fitzpatrick. Well, Matt Fisher slips, that gives Fitzpatrick just a moment, but Matt Fisher recovering well and sees the corner. But it's only now that the referee's allowing treatment to Paul Rayner. He got a knock in the face. I think it was with the ball. I don't think there was any malice in that. And after a bit of treatment and a slightly bloodied nose, he's back in the fray. Here comes the corner for Telford, but it's away, and oh dear, Marcus Jones clattering Lee Hudson, and there's Fitzpatrick getting involved with McNamara. They've been at each other's throats all game. No need for that, but that was a terrible battering for Lee Hudson. He's lying prostrate in the penalty area, and there's obviously some concern about his well-being. Let's hope the stretcher bearers are not needed, but that was a bad elbow from Marcus Jones, and it looks as if Lee Hudson is recovering, but he'll be feeling the effects of that, no doubt. Marcus Jones got a booking for that elbow, and that's hardly surprising. He's perhaps fortunate to be still on the field of play, but as it is, Kettering coming forward, Phil Brown trying to create something, but it's snaffled up by the Telford defence, but they can only clear it away for a throw-in, and the Poppies still maintaining the pressure. Here's Carl Adams now, knocking the ball to Hudson. Well, Hudson escaping his marker, the Telford defence looking for offside, and Hudson had more time than he thought there, not directing his header very well, but it's Kettering who are creating all the chances, and they'll feel that they really should be more than one goal ahead, but it is only one. That coming after 7 minutes. Colin Vowden, and The Telford fans must be worried about their team's performance. They're finding it very difficult to create anything themselves, having to defend in numbers. And they're still having to do it. Craig Norman trying to create another opening. Good deep cross by him, but too deep and over the Telford crossbar. There's Craig Norman in the action again. Ball bobbing around in midfield. The referee deciding that the Kettering players had been committing an offence. Peter Morris organising his defence from a distance. The ball knocked in by Fee, but only as far as Fisher. Fisher to McNamara. He wins the throw in. And, Peter Morris urging his men on. He wants more from them. There's Jones, booed every time he gets the ball now. He only gives it to Rayner, but Rayner not able to find any of his teammates. But it's just booted into touch by Telford, and they're looking a fairly dispirited side at the minute. And there's Fowler. Well, surely that was an elbow. Fowler already booked, but the referee saw nothing wrong with that, and it's Telford breaking away. Huckabee here into the box. He cuts it inside, and there's Murphy. Murphy at the second attempt, right against the run of play, gets an equaliser for Telford. Adam Sollitt making a brave effort to save that, but it all came from the apparent elbow on Lee Hudson. Telford break away, and there's Murphy to give them the equaliser, which in truth they don't deserve. 44 minutes gone, and that's a real blow to Kettering, coming at so close to half time as it did, and it's all getting a bit unsavoury here. Elbows flying in all over the place. Scott Huckabee getting a booking for that on Craig Norman. He's recovered, able to take the free kick, but really the Poppies will be kicking themselves for allowing Telford to get back into this game. They've been in complete control for the first 45 minutes, but find that the scoreline is just one goal each. And this will be a test of their determination to maintain their challenge at the top of the conference. Here's McNamara trying to knock the ball forward, but that's gone too far, and it's a throw in for Telford. Well, the fans will be very disappointed. So close to half time, so much in control. But there we are, that's the game of football. You only need to make one mistake and it can be very costly. And really now Kettering do have to regroup. Peter Morris will need to talk to the players at half time to get them back on track, get them concentrating on the job in hand. There's Lee Hudson, he's doing everything he can. McNamara trying to get the cross in, the ball's still in play, and the cross comes in eventually. But Fowler, who is another Telford player, lucky to stay on the field, clearing the ball away, but it's still Kettering. Here's Matt Fisher, Phil Brown, inches wide. Phil Brown not able quite to get the power and direction on that shot, but a nice little move that suggests that Kettering still have it in them to turn this game round. Indeed, they've been on top. It's not really a case of turning round, it's just a case of consolidating after giving away such a soft goal. But here's Telford. Jones trying to create something. He plays it out to Fitzpatrick, into Murphy again. Murphy just past the post, and the Poppies almost caught out again. Just in the space of a couple of minutes, Telford have opened up this Kettering defence, and well, that was just a whisker past the post. And the referee blows his whistle, and I think Peter Morris is glad of that now. He'll want to talk to his team at half time. They've dominated it, but they've paid the price for not turning that domination into goals. At half time, it's Kettering 1, Telford 1.
Pegasus Software, the business accounting and management software provider, is proud to sponsor Northants TV's coverage of the Poppies. Pegasus Software, accounting for your success.
Everybody's coming to La Poste, a wine bar that's value for money with drinks promotions each month, maximum sounds and a party atmosphere. Once we've whet your appetite, come inside and find the pulse. Let it take you to the ultimate in entertainment. The only meeting place that offers to take you all the way and leave you begging for more. We'll intoxicate your senses with the state-of-the-art lighting equipment and supply you with the best DJs and vibes about. With live acts each week, where else gives you top value and top entertainment? 2 for the price of 1 is our promise to you. La Poste and the Pulse. Feel the beat.
Friday's OTT night, buy one get one free with a special ladies night on the last Friday of every month. Saturdays it's the Adrenaline Zone and admission is now free every night at the Pulse.
Talk ahead from EBS Mobile Phones, the best value prepaid phone this year. Our 12-month prepaid package includes free connection, 15 free minutes per month, a free case, power cord and spare battery, all for an incredible £99.99. With 12 months insurance against loss, theft and damage, 3 years extended warranty and a guaranteed replacement delivered within 24 hours, visit your nearest EBS outlet in Northampton, Wellingborough or Kettering. EBS Mobile Phones. If you need to talk to us.
Pegasus Software, the business accounting and management software provider, is proud to sponsor Northants TV's coverage of the Poppies. Pegasus Software, accounting for your success.
I fancy there may have been strong words from manager Peter Morris for his Kettering team at half-time. They dominated the first half entirely, but find themselves on level terms with a Telford side which really they should be beating comfortably. So he'll be expecting more in the second half, and already the ball being knocked forward and Dean Williams having to head the ball away. Poppies still on the attack. Here's Paul Rayner trying to create an opening. Good ball to Phil Brown. Plays it inside to Matt Fisher, who looks to play it wide to Martin Matthews. Matthews not able to turn. He was looking for a foul, but the referee said no, and it's Telford who bring the ball away. I should think Telford think it must be near Christmas that they should be on level terms. But they are, and Kettering need to do something about it. Here's Hudson. Oh, he's pulled back and brought down. Hudson's pace taking him clear of the defence, and it was number 6 Stuart Corns who was the guilty party there. Now what's the referee going to do with him? Is he going to send him off? No, it's a yellow card. Well, that's probably fair, I would think. There were plenty of defenders in the vicinity, but nevertheless Lee Hudson looking very sharp there. Here's the free kick, Craig Norman. Well, he hasn't scored with one of those famous free kicks all season. Came very close there. That went just past the post, although the goalkeeper didn't seem too troubled by it. But good signs from Kettering in these opening few moments of the second half. And there's Marcus Jones bundling Paul Rayner over. Well, Jones was booked in the first half. He's only been spoken to on this occasion. Perhaps if he hadn't been booked, he might have got a booking for that. But this is a free kick for Kettering in a very dangerous situation. Rayner and Norman over the ball. Is it going to be Norman? No, he runs over it. Here's Rayner. Rayner, oh, just over the bar. That was a lovely free kick. It's not that long ago, and he scored against Morecambe, I think it was. A similar free kick this time. There, Williams, well, he had no chance to get it, and fortunately for him, it was just over the bar. We're only 53 minutes into the game, and already Telford deciding to make a substitution. Paul Challoner coming on for Jim Bentley. I think Bentley hurt a hamstring early in the first half, and Challoner's taken over the captain's armband as well. Here's Telford now with Huckabee trying to create an opening, but Craig Norman getting the ball away. Telford actually coming back into the game a little bit now, but Hudson putting the ball through. Here's McNamara, he's clear. Oh, but a weak shot from McNamara on his left foot. Well saved by Williams. He narrowed the angle very well, but that was another good opportunity for McNamara. It's not been his afternoon so far. He really didn't get hold of that. It might have been better hitting it with his right foot. Anyway, it's a corner for Kettering. Carl Adams knocking the ball in, punched away by Williams. And there's Phil Brown, but just wide. And these half chances keep coming for Kettering, and they keep slipping away, and they'll be desperate to try and get into the lead again. Got to start converting these chances, but so far they haven't been able to, and if they don't, Telford's confidence will grow. They'll feel that they might be able to get something out of the game. Another substitution by Telford. This time it's Steve Palmer coming on for Scott Huckabee. Huckabee's played well, but he got a booking, and perhaps the Telford management think that he is better saved for another day. So Telford knocking the ball in. Adam Solid gathering well. He's had a good game this afternoon. In fact, the last 2 or 3 games, his handling, particularly on the crosses, seems to have improved. It's been a weakness of his game, but he's getting more and more confident. Craig Norman's always confident, and he has plenty of time to clear that danger away, but it is a throw-in for Telford, and they're looking just the sharper at the minute. The Poppies, I'm sure, rocked by that equaliser just on the stroke of half-time, and here's danger for Kettering, but Martin Matthews to the rescue. That was a good cross by Palmer, and Martin Matthews had to be alert to clear the ball away, and it's Telford just at the minute who are in control. They win a corner there. Steve Palmer winning that from Paul Rayner. Fowler with the corner. McNamara at the second attempt, clearing the ball away, but not very far, and it's Telford who retain possession from this throw-in. Ball going down into the corner. Good turn there by Palmer, but he was fouling Martin Matthews. Looked to me as if he was tugging at Matthews' shirt, and perhaps Kettering can relieve this pressure that they've been under for the last few minutes. Solid launching the ball downfield, but not back into the Kettering half. Vowden reciprocating, but it's still Telford, and here's Paul Cox. Oh my goodness, that's short, and Solid just getting there first, but there was real danger again, and the Poppies defence looking a bit in tatters just at the minute. They need to get themselves together and consolidate. Here's McNamara trying to create something. Martin Matthews with a poor cross though. The ball not cleared very far, and Paul Rayner able to play it in. This time to Carl Adams. He crosses, and there's Challoner knocking the ball away from the corner. And Kettering need to spend some time in the Telford half. This corner coming in, well caught by Williams under pressure there. As I was saying, the Poppies need to have a period of domination themselves. They're allowing the game to get a bit scrappy. They're losing their shape. But here's Craig Norman trying to play the ball forward. McNamara stopping, throwing Challoner able to gather that comfortably and get the ball away, but it's back with McNamara. McNamara crossing, ball's loose, there's Fisher. Oh dear, glorious opportunity for Matt Fisher, but he really snatched at that shot, and it went many a yard wide. He really should have done better than that. Peter Morris deciding it's time to introduce Phil Eastwood, the loan signing from Burnley. Martin Matthews giving way. I don't think that's any reflection on Matthews' performance. I'm sure it's a tactical change. We'll see Phil Brown slipping back into Matthews' position, and Kettering now playing with 3 up front. But it's Telford who are coming forward. There's Jones looking for an opening, and Craig Norman had to be very alert there. Timely interception, and Matt Fisher getting the ball back to Solid. But the Poppies from time to time are stretched at the back, and that's not a good sign. Phil Brown though now playing in that right wing back position, knocking the ball forward. Carl McCauley getting the ball away, and the Poppies fans getting a little bit frustrated at their team's efforts in this second half. It has been that sort of game, but Lee Hudson, well, he's run his socks off for the cause this afternoon. He's had a tremendous game, not only going forward, but as we saw there, in defence. There's some discomfort there, but in the meantime, Peter Morris making another substitution. Brett McNamara, who hasn't, I'm sure he'll admit as well, not his best game this afternoon. He's giving way to Steve Williams. his former colleague at King's Lynn, Steve Williams, making his second appearance for Kettering. He came on last week as a substitute. Here he is again. But it's Telford now with Palmer to Fitzpatrick. Oh, and Paul Cox, another good interception from him, allowing Paul Rayner to get the ball away to Carl Adams. Carl Adams with a bit of time, but he's perhaps taken too much, playing it to Eastwood. It comes to Phil Brown. Here's Eastwood again. That's getting the break there, and that's strong play from Eastwood. Good cross from him, headed away. Challoner for Telford. Corn's knocking the ball forward, but it's back with Kettering, but Paul Rayner dispossessed there. And the ball knocked forward, and here's Murphy. Murphy with a chance, and he blasts that wide. Poppies' defence almost caught out again. That long ball. And Murphy outpacing the defence. We can see the ball coming there. And this is a good opportunity for Murphy. He scored Telford's equaliser just before half-time, but the ball bowled just a touch there, and it goes wide, thankfully for all the Poppies fans. But Telford aren't out of this game yet, that's for sure. Here's Jones trying to create something to Palmer. Murphy again. He plays it to Fitzpatrick. Telford building. But the Poppies have been able to regroup and get their defence together, and in the end it's a poor ball that Paul Rayner's able to gather. Plays it to Williams, to Adams, who plays a good ball out to Lee Hudson. Lee Hudson knocking the ball inside to Rayner. Rayner to Adams again. Adams knocking the ball forward, and Fowler trying to get the ball back to his goalkeeper, succeeds only in putting it out for a Kettering corner. Nice build-up play from Kettering there. Here comes the corner. There's a fixed header from Craig Norman, inches wide. And you have to wonder, is it going to be one of those afternoons? It's another half chance. Well, it's better than a half chance this. It's a good header from Craig Norman. Earlier in the season, when everything was going for the Poppies, that would have nestled in the back of the net, and this time it didn't, and the Kettering fans will be beginning to wonder whether Lady Luck has left Rockingham Road. Carl Adams there trying to get a shot in, but he was off balance and really no danger at all. As I was saying earlier on in the season, the half chances were going in, but the last few games there's been plenty of them, but the goals haven't been coming. There's a good ball knocked forward. That was Easter. That's a lovely ball. Here's Phil Brown now. Now what can he do? Oh, he's weaving away, gets across in. There's ball knocked away. There's Hudson. Eastwood. Williams, yes, that's what the Poppies fans have been waiting for. Steve Williams, he's been on the pitch for just 8 minutes, and has he made his mark? He certainly has. Well worked goal, that. Good play by Phil Brown. Crossing the ball into the area. There's Lee Hudson having a shot, slicing that. Eastwood trying to get on, and there's Williams. Right place at the right time. 78 minutes gone, and the Poppies have got their noses in front. It hasn't been their best performance by any means. There's Challoner bringing down Lee Hudson again. Peter Morris very upset with that. But the important thing for these fans is that Kettering are in front. As I was saying, not their best performance, but at this stage of the season, performances don't really matter. It's getting points that counts. We haven't in the last 2 games. Can the Poppies do it this afternoon? Well, there's about 10 minutes to go now, and here's Eastwood. Eastwood, well, surely he's being pulled back there, but the referee says no. Well, if Eastwood wasn't being fouled, he was doing the fouling. And, well, I have to say that Mr. Curzon, the referee, hasn't had the best of times this afternoon. But never mind, Kettering have got their noses in front. It's vital for them that they carry on and go on and get 3 points now. Here's Lee Hudson battling away, playing the ball, but it's a loose ball. Hard legs perhaps from Hudson, but Murphy coming forward. This is dangerous, but he shoots, but Adam Sollitt in good position, gathers that comfortably. Well, there's some smiles on the Kettering Town fans' faces now. For most of the second half, they've been frustrated and a bit concerned, but it's happiness all round Rockingham Road just at the minute. But the Poppies needing to defend again. Adam Sollitt gathering that ball in well, but it was another tired pass from Lee Hudson that gave Telford that chance. But Phil Brown trying to slow the game down now. He plays it forward too. Goal scorer Williams, lovely touch from him. And here's Phil Brown in space. Play it square to Eastwood, and good opportunity on his left foot. But the youngster from Burnley, he's only 20 years old, hitting it over the bar. Third substitution for Telford, Greg Fee giving way to Craig Shakespeare. 85 minutes gone, just 5 minutes left, and you can hear the cheers ringing round Rockingham Road for Lee Hudson. He's had a terrific game this afternoon, but Peter Morris deciding that he's had enough, and Mark Cohn will come on for the last few minutes. I'm sure this is with the intention of shoring up the midfield, just to try and hold on to this lead. I suppose you could say, with Kettering at the top of the conference against Telford, 5th from bottom, Kettering shouldn't be hanging on to a lead, but the truth of the matter is that they are. But here's Fisher now. Can he seal it for the Poppies? No, he can't. He's had two good opportunities, and he hasn't been able to get either of them on target. A goal then would have made the points absolutely certain, but we're approaching the last few minutes. It's difficult to know how much time the referee will add on. There's been a few stoppages in this half, and the Poppies fans, though much happier now, will be chewing their fingernails, desperate for their side to retain this lead. Here's Williams now, forcing his way into the area. Well, a suggestion he might have been brought down, but the referee says no. And Shakespeare sending the ball there, but it doesn't matter, it's all over. The referee's blown his whistle. The Poppies have got the 3 points. Not the best performance by any means, it's been a real scrap for them, but in the end it doesn't matter. There he is, he's the hero. In fact, the two heroes we can see, Colin Vowden and Steve Williams, Kettering's goal scorers. How important will that goal from Steve Williams be for the rest of the season? Well, we just don't know, but today vital, and you can see how happy he is, and indeed Peter Morris is not too displeased either. Terrific performance by Kettering. Final score here, Kettering 2, Telford 1.
Well, skipper Colin Vowden, that was a tough old game, wasn't it?
Yeah, Telford come here to make it hard for them and for us, and put many people behind the ball, but eventually we broke them down, and I think thoroughly deserved the win.
And another goal.
Well, it's about time I'd scored. I've had a bit of a drought, my third of the season, and I was happy with it.